Every year, as the summer sun warms our faces, a special day arrives. It comes with the smell of backyard barbecues and the sound of children's laughter. This day is the 4th of July. It is a day that holds a special place in the heart of our nation. It is more than just a holiday that gives us a day off from work. It is a powerful reminder of who we are, where we came from, and the incredible journey we are all on together. This is a day for every single one of us. It doesn't matter who you are or what your story is. The 4th of July belongs to you. It is a thread that connects us all in this beautiful, complicated, and wonderful country. This day is a celebration of an idea. It is the idea that every person deserves to be free. It is the idea that we can all live with hope in our hearts. Think about that for a moment. Hope is such a powerful force. It is the light that guides us through our darkest times. The 4th of July is a celebration of that light. It is a day to remember the courage of those who came before us. They dreamed of a better world, not just for themselves, but for all the generations that would follow. They planted a seed of hope, and we are the fruits of that beautiful garden. For me, this day has always been about connection. It's about connecting with our families and our neighbors. It's about connecting with our shared history. And most importantly, it's about connecting with the values that hold us together as a people. We live in a world that can sometimes feel divided. We hear so many voices telling us how we are different. But on this one day, we have a chance to focus on what unites us. We can look at the flag not just as a piece of cloth, but as a symbol of our shared promise to one another, a promise to be a little kinder, a little more understanding, and a lot more hopeful. So as we prepare for the festivities, let's take a deep breath. Let's think about what this day truly means in our own lives. It is a day of gratitude. We can be grateful for the simple freedoms we often take for granted. We can be grateful for the communities that support us, and we can be grateful for the opportunity to create a brighter future. This is not just a day to look back at the past. It is a day to look forward with optimism and with love. Let's embrace the spirit of this day with open hearts and open minds. Let's make it a day of real heartfelt celebration for everyone. To truly appreciate this day, we have to understand its story. It is a story of incredible bravery. Long ago, our country was not a country at all. It was a group of 13 colonies ruled by a king far across the ocean. The people here felt that they were not being treated fairly. They believed they should have a say in their own lives. They wanted the freedom to make their own choices and build their own futures. This was a revolutionary idea at the time. It was a dream that many thought was impossible to achieve. But the human spirit is a powerful thing when it is fueled by a desire for liberty. On a hot summer day in 1776, a group of leaders came together. They gathered in a room in Philadelphia. They were about to do something that would change the world forever. They wrote a special document. We now call it the Declaration of Independence. This was more than just a piece of paper. It was a bold statement to the world. It said that we were no longer going to be ruled by a distant king. It declared that we were a new, free, and independent nation. It was a promise that this new nation would be built on the idea that everyone is created equal. Imagine the courage it took to sign that document. These men were risking everything they had. They were risking their homes, their fortunes, and even their lives. They knew that their actions would lead to a difficult and dangerous war. But they believed so strongly in the cause of freedom that they were willing to face any challenge. They were fighting for something bigger than themselves. They were fighting for an idea. The idea that a government should get its power from the people it governs. This was the spark that lit the flame of the American Revolution. That is why we celebrate on the 4th of July. We are not just celebrating a day off. We are honoring that incredible moment of courage. We are remembering the birth of our nation. It is a story for all of us, no matter our background. It is the story of how a group of determined people decided to chart their own course. They created a new path guided by the stars of liberty and justice. This history is the foundation upon which our country was built. It is a story that continues to inspire us to be brave and to stand up for what we believe in. So what does this word, freedom, really mean for us today, in 2025? It is a word we hear all the time, but sometimes we forget to think about its deep and personal meaning. Freedom is not just an abstract concept from a history book. It is alive in our everyday lives. It is the freedom to speak your mind, even when your opinion is different from others. It is the freedom to choose your own path in life, to follow your dreams, and to become the best version of yourself. It is the freedom to worship as you choose or not at all. These are precious gifts. Freedom also comes with a great responsibility. It asks us to respect the freedom of others. My freedom to swing my arms ends where your nose begins. This simple idea is at the core of a healthy society. It means we have to listen to each other, even when we disagree. It means we have to make space for people who are not like us. Unity does not mean that we all have to be the same. True unity is when people with different backgrounds, beliefs, and stories can come together and still feel like they belong. It is about finding strength in our diversity. Living in today's America means navigating this beautiful complexity every single day. We are a nation of immigrants, a melting pot of cultures from all over the world. Every person who comes here adds a new thread to our national tapestry. This makes our country vibrant and strong. Freedom means celebrating these differences. It means learning from one another and growing together. When we stand united, we are not erasing our individual identities. Instead, we are creating a powerful harmony from many different notes. This is the ongoing work of America. The promise of freedom is something we must work toward every single day. It is not a destination we have already reached. It is a journey we are on together. There have been times in our history when we have failed to live up to our own ideals. But the beauty of our nation is that we have the freedom to acknowledge our mistakes and try to do better. We have the freedom to keep moving forward, to keep striving for a more perfect union. This is the true meaning of patriotism. It is loving our country enough to challenge it to be its best self. When I think about the 4th of July, the most beautiful images that come to my mind are of people celebrating together. It is a day that pulls us out of our homes and into our communities. You see it everywhere. Families gather in backyards and parks, sharing food and laughter around a picnic blanket. The simple act of sharing a meal is one of the most powerful ways we connect as human beings. It is where stories are told, bonds are strengthened, and memories are made. These moments are the glue that holds our communities together. They are small acts of unity that create a big impact. Look around your own town on this day. You will see neighbors who might not talk much during the rest of the year, waving to each other from their front porches. You will see children of all backgrounds playing together, their faces painted with stars and stripes. They are not thinking about their differences. They are just enjoying the simple joy of being together. Many towns have parades where local firefighters, veterans, and school bands march down Main Street. Everyone comes out to cheer. In that moment, we are not strangers. We are one community, celebrating our shared home. And then, as the sun sets, comes the grand finale, the fireworks. All across the country, we turn our faces to the night sky. We watch as brilliant colors explode in the darkness. In that shared moment of wonder, we are all connected. For a few minutes, we forget our worries and our divisions. We are united in a collective ooh and ah. It is a beautiful symbol of our nation's motto, E pluribus unum, out of many, one. Out of many small sparks of light, one breathtaking display is created. That is the magic of America. So this 4th of July, I invite you to open your heart, reach out to a neighbor, share a kind word with a stranger. Take a moment to feel grateful for the simple gift of being together. This is how we keep the spirit of 1776 alive. It is not just in grand speeches or monuments. It is in the small, everyday acts of kindness, caring, and connection. Let us remember that we are stronger together. Let us move forward with hope, with courage, and with love for one another. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Stay blessed and stay united. This has been a production of Wordsmith International Editorial. For more inspiring stories that touch the heart, we invite you to subscribe.